So I know I be tripping sometimes. Who gives a fuck? We all do, right? So what was on my mind just now, and I have been drinking. I was just thinking, I say, why is the world out of character? Check it out. Just hear me out. You know. Now, I know we all believe and know the creation of man was formed and woman in Africa, right? I'm not an African American. I'm a black American, just to make that clear. So, man, I'm just sitting up here thinking and drinking and drinking and thinking, and I notice how throughout time, you know, the teaching's been okay. For instance, I'll go back to what I'm saying, but I'm just saying. For instance, it's a part in the word where it say, you know, when it comes to death, and don't quote me verbatim. When you go to the gates and how the Lord turned away from me because he was like, you ain't know me, so depart from me, right? I believe because it's hidden, but it's also coming out to where, you know, the name of God, what we perceive is from what we were taught, which is Jesus, right? And when it come, it reminded me, like, look, in the moment, right? Old boy was about to get his ass towed up, you know what I'm saying, before he started speaking, I think, in Arabic, right? You know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You know, that motherfucker child, he cried to Buddha, he cried to about 4 or 5 different gods. And before he say, okay, hold up. Yeah, I can use you. Okay, that's just the answer. That's just, you know. So, back to what I'm saying is like, what we was taught, throughout time, have thought and come to perceive in reading and knowledge, you know what I'm saying, from the old, the J, you know, that's just like in Spanish, you know, the pronunciation is H. You know, where did the J come from? So, I was sitting up here drinking and thinking and thinking and drinking, and I'm like, man, you know, I know I've lived a good life as a child, but as a man, I know, you know, just like anyone else, male or female, um, I've went against the teaching of um, following the path of the way, right? So I'm like, man, why is it so hard to follow? I know it's because we're born in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? But we have the spirits of God, the spirit of God, not spirits, but spirit of God, right? You know, and they speak about that in the Bible and a lot of books of the old, you know, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, you know, how not to be, how to be, you know, in accordance to enlightenment, right? So I'm just sitting up here thinking, I say, man, look, I find myself at this point in my life with the knowledge I know. And, you know, if you know better, you do better. If you as say, you know, in the hood, they say, nigga, if you knew better, you do better. You know, if you know better, you know what I'm saying, you gonna do better, especially in prayer, you know, and seeking the right type of wisdom. That's why I don't surround myself with people, because I let my God talk to me, you know, and you know, even though it's a lot of witchcraft going on and a lot of warlockism, it's all around us, you know. I'm not isolating myself, but I just choose to be around, you know, the birds and the trees, you know, and the bees that battle disease, you know. They working hard too to keep us going. For real though. It's crazy, man. It didn't got to the point to where it's not all people, but it used to be where with the community, it don't matter, black, Hispanic, whites, we were surrounded around each other, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the community. We hungry. We hungry. We gonna go down here because I know Miguel's mama or I know Tommy mama or I know Reginald mama. They gonna always have a pot of beans on or something, you know what I'm saying, to feed the kids. Man, these motherfuckers, all this Uber shit. Man, I didn't sit up here and I went off topic, but it, you know, I'll probably come back and I might not, you know what I'm saying, but this shit is crazy.